Good morning, student. How are you? In my today video, I will explain you dispersal of seeds. Okay, and agents of seed dispersals are wind, water, animals, and explosion. So, how the seeds are dispersed by wind, that we have already discussed, and how the seeds are dispersed by water, that we have discussed. Now, student, let do recapitulation what we have done in our previous video. Why seed dispersal is very important? Seed dispersal is very important, student, because seed produce, suppose all seed produced by the plant fall near the main plant, then what's happened? The new plants will not get enough space and for their growth, and what happen, even they don't get proper sunlight, nutrients from the soil for the growth and their for the growth and development. Okay, now student, seed of some plant which are dispersed by water. So students, seed of these plants are adapted to float on water. It means that the plants whose seeds are dispersed by water, that seeds can float on water. For example, coconut have a thick fibrous outer shell that makes them light and waterproof and helps them float on water. Okay, it means the seed of the coconut plant is waterproof and they are very light so that they can float on water. And in the case of a lotus, seed of lotus plants are dispersed along with the fruit. The fruits are light and spongy. As a result, they float on water for long distance. Now, let's understand seed dispersal by animals. See student, how the seeds are dispersed by the animals. Plant that disperse their seed by animals, their seeds have hard protecting shell. Is it clear? Listen, plants that disperse their seed by animals. So student, if you observe that seeds have hard protecting shell. When animal eat such food, then seed are not digested by them and they are passed out in their faces. Is it clear? When animal eat the fruit and the seed is inside the fruit, and what happens student, these seeds have hard protecting shell. That is the reason these seeds are not digested by them, by the animal. And at the time of a digestion, when I am explaining you digestion in human beings, at that time I explain you the food which is of no use or undigested food is thrown out of the through the anus as feces, in the form of a in the form of feces. In the same manner, when animals eat such food, then seeds are not digested by them and they are passed out in their faces. So, this is the one method of a seed dispersal by the animals through their faces. Now, another is, as animal keep moving. We know that student, animals move from one place to another in search of a food. As animal keep moving, around the seeds are dispersed away from the parent plants. So as animal keep moving around the seeds, moving around, the seeds are dispersed away from the parent plant. Now plants such as plant that produce seeds with hooks or spine. Okay, now I will explain you how the seeds are dispersed due to the movement of animal from one place to another. For example, plants such as that produce seeds with hooks or spines. Okay, some plants seeds are with hooks or spines. So what happens, students? These seeds get attached to the fur of animals. Okay, these seeds get attached to the fur of animals, and in this way these seeds are dispersed away from the parent plant. Okay, some seeds which have hooks or spines, these seeds get attached to the fur of the animals, and in this way the seeds are dispersed away from the parent plant. This is the second method by which the seeds are dispersed by the animals. Now see student, these seeds are also dispersed by the human beings also. Is it clear? These seeds are also dispersed by the human beings also. These the clothes of a people who pass by the plant. In this way they disperse in different places. For example, I explained you the hook or spine seeds get attached to the fur of the animals. In the same manner, if the peoples are going from the way, passing through the way, these plant seeds get attached to the clothes of the people, and this is also the method by which the seed disperse in different place. Next, seed are also dispersed when people cut fruit and vegetables. Okay, one more method of seed dispersal by the human being is that when people cut fruits and vegetables and throw away the seed, in this way also seed dispersed. In this way also seed dispersed. Is it clear? So one again I repeat it what we have discussed, how the seeds are dispersed by animal. First method is that these seeds have a hard protecting shell, and when animal eat such food, the seed are not digested by them. Is it clear? The seeds are not digested by them and they are passed out in their faces. This is the one method by which the seeds dispersed by the animals. Another method is that as animal keep moving around. Okay, we know that animal always move from one place to another in search of food. So as animals keep moving around, the seeds are dispersed away from the parent plant. Now how this is possible? See students, some plants have hook or spine seeds. So student, these seeds get attached to the fur of animals. These seeds get attached to the fur of animals, and in this way they disperse away from the parent plant. Now how this is the now how the seeds are dispersed by the human beings? So the seeds which have hook or spine seeds. These seeds get attached to the clothes of a people who pass by the plant. In this way, they disperse in different places. And next, there is one more method by which the seed dispersed by the human beings. Seeds are also dispersed when people cut fruits and vegetable. Seed is also dispersed when people cut fruits and vegetable and throw away the seeds. In this way also seed is dispersed by the human beings. Is it clear to all of you? Now student, uh, let discuss how the seeds are dispersed by explosion. See, observe the picture just for 2 seconds. Observe this picture. See student, see this portion. Okay, this is a piece, and this outer covering, okay, this outer covering is known as pods. This outer covering is known as pods. Is it clear? So student, plants that spread their seed by explosion of their pods, that is the reason we say the seed. Now the next we are studying that seed dispersed by explosions. Seed dispersed by explosion. Now student, see, plant that spread their seed by explosion of their pods. Now the outer covering of this piece you see in this picture. So the outer covering is known as pods. The outer covering is known as pods. So the seeds which are dispersed by the explosion of their pods, that is. So what happen here? These plants depend on the sun for seed dispersal. Is it clear? So plant in which the seed are dispersed by explosion, these plants depend on the sunlight. Now the question arises, how they are depend on the sun? Because student, as the due to the light of the sun, what's happen, as the pods dry due to sunlight, as the pods dry due to sunlight, then what's happen, with a high pressure these pods, explosion of these pods, okay, when the pods dry due to sunlight, then what's happened, due to explosion of their pods, the seeds are dispersed in this manner. Due to explosion the seeds are dispersed. Is this clear to all of you? Fruit of peas, balsam and touch me not burst open or explode when they are dry. The seed gets scattered away from the plant. It means scattered away means they spread from the main parent plant. They spread away from the main parent plant. Okay, one more time I explain you the same thing, how the seeds are dispersed by the explosion. So students, what happened, these seeds are inside the pods. These seeds are inside the pods, and these plants depend on the sun for seed dispersal. These plants depend upon the sun for the seed dispersal. Now the question arises, how? Due to sunlight, what happens, student? The pods dry. The pods means the outer covering which I have shown you in the picture, the outer covering, that is known as pods. Due to the sunlight, the pods dry, and then what happened? The pods are, due to the explosion of these pods, the seeds are scattered from the plant, or you can say seeds are spread away from the parent plant. So student, we discuss how the seeds are dispersed with the help of a different agents like wind, water, animals, and explosion. Is it clear to all of you? Now student, next topic is given vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, what is, what, how the new plants produce with the help of root, stem, leaves, and spores. So some plant multiply with the help of a root, stems, and leaf, and this is known as vegetative propagation. Okay, see student, when I am explaining you reproduction in plants, okay, there are many plants which have flower, and there are many plants which do not have flowers. Okay, so plants which have flowers, they are known as flowering plants. The plants which have flowers, they are known as flowering plants, or the plants which do not have flower, they are known as non flowering plant. Now student, what's happened, the reproduction, when I explain you, see seed, formation of a seed, how the formation of seed take place, by the method I explained you, when I explained you pollination in flowers. Okay, pollination in flower, it means the fusion of a male gamete and female gamete. The pollen grains enter the ovary through a style. Here they fuse to form seeds, and this process is called fertilization. The ovary swells and become fleshy. The seed now develops into fruit. As the fruit ripens, the petals dry up. See, one method, pollination. Okay, so this is the method by which the new plant comes from the seed, which I have already discussed with you. So this is the one method how the new plants, or you can say baby plant, is coming from the embryo. Is it clear? And this here, how the seed is formed? Seed is formed by the fusion of a male gamete and a female gametes, and this process is called fertilization. Okay, it means here the new plant is coming from the seed. Here the new plants is coming with the seed. See, whole process I have discussed with you. Seed. Every plant has seeds. Seeds are found inside the fruit. They are of a different sizes and shapes. Some fruits have only one seed, and some fruits have 4-5 seeds, and some fruits have many seeds like papaya. Okay, so that is the reason, and after that already I have explained you the structure of the seed. What is the structure of the seed? Already I explained you this portion also. When we study seed, so it is divided into three parts. Embryo, cotyledons and seed coat. Okay, structure of a seed I have already explained you. Cotyledon is what? It is the food for the baby plant. Cotyledon is the food for the baby plant. When and the seed coat is the outer covering of the seed. The seed coat is the outer covering of the seed. This, and after that I explained you germination of a seed. Germination of a seed. Okay, so what is this? The process by which a seed grows into a baby plant is called it germination. The process by which a seed grows into a baby plant is called it germination, or you can also say that from the new baby plant coming from the seed or from the embryo. Okay, and after that, what is germination of seed? This I have already explained you in my previous video, how germination of seed take place. And I, at that time I also explained you the first part which come out, that is the root. Root is the first part which come out. Okay, and when the root is not in touch of the soil, at that time the baby plant take its food from the cotyledons. Baby plant take its food from the take the food from these cotyledons. Is it clear? Now germination of seed, and for the germination of seed there are some condition required for that. Okay, there are some condition required for the germination of the seed. If all conditions are satisfied, then only the new baby plant comes out. Conditions like air, water, right temperature, sunlight, these are the conditions which are required for the germination of the seed. For the germination of the seed, see student, there are many seeds. Okay, but all from all the seeds, the plant, new plant is not coming from all the seeds. Okay, so it is also important that we see the quality of the seed. Is it clear? So it is also important that we see the quality of the seed. And after that we also discuss dispersal of a seed. Dispersal of a seed is also very important, because if all the seeds are near the main plant, then what happen? There is no space for the young plant to grow. Even they don't get proper sunlight, they don't get enough water and nutrients from the soil. So we need dispersal of seeds, and agents are wind, water, animals and explosion. Now vegetative propagation, it means plants, those some plants, they new plant arises from the seeds, but the plants which don't have seeds, so how these plants will arises? So there are some plants which grow from the roots, stem, leaves, that is known as vegetative propagation. Is it clear? Now student, let's discuss stem. New plant can grown by cutting the stem of the plant, okay, and planting into the moist soil. The stem of a rose plant, money plant grows in this way. Potato is also an underground stem. It has buds or eyes which grow into a new plant. Okay, see students, some of the new plants, some new plants, how they grow? By cutting the stems. For example, if you have ask your parents, or when you having your summer vacation, after summer vacation in the rainy season, do this activity. Cut the stem of a rose plant or money plant, or you can say hibiscus flowering plant. If you cut the stems of these plants and then you put it into the soil, then the new plant arises. Is it clear? So you can do this activity in the rainy season. You can cut the stem of a rose or hibiscus plant, and after that put that into the soil. After some time you will watch it, you will see that the new plant arises from that stem. So in this manner the new plant also arises with the help of the stem. And this is a picture of a potato. This is a picture of a potato, and this is a favorite vegetable of the kids. I know many of you want that all the time you eat potatoes in your food. So this is a picture of a potato, student. Now what are these? Okay, these are known as eyes of the potato, and you can say buds. Okay, now what's happened, student? Do one activity in your home. Take one potato from your kitchen. Okay, and you will see these types of a small birds. It has birds, or you can say it eyes. You can say it also birds also, or you can say it as a eyes. Okay, take one potato from the kitchen and cut the potato, and after that what you have to do? Don't cut these birds. Cut the potato in such a way that these birds are safe. Okay, and after that put these birds into the soil, water the soil, and after some time you will watch that the new potato plants are coming from these birds. This activity you can do in your home also. Is it clear? Take one potato from the kitchen, cut it into different pieces, but don't cut the buds. And after that put these buds into the soil, water the soil, and after few days you will observe that the new potato plants are coming from these buds. So in this way, and we know that potato is a underground stem. What is potato? Potato is a underground stem. So this activity you can do. One activity of, I told you that you cut the rose plant stem or hibiscus stem, or you can cut the stem of a money plant also, and put these stems in the soil, and after soil and water it also, and after some time you will observe that the new plants are coming in this way by the stem. Or this activity of a potato you can do it in your home. And now see roots. See student, carrot, radish and sweet potato are plants whose roots grow into a new plants. Okay, so these, if you cut radish, carrot and sweet potato, okay, eat the eatable part of this plant, and after that again you put that root into the soil, then the new plant arises. This activity you can also do in your home. And after that, this is a picture of a bryophyllum leaf. This is a picture of a bryophyllum. Okay, so if you observe, and this plant you will observe in I think in our school this plant is in a rana block. Okay, this plant is in a rana block, in front of the class 3rd B, bryophyllum. Okay, so when the school will reopen, go to Rana block and please see this plant. This plant is in our school in Rana block in front of the class 3rd B. This plant name is bryophyllum, and here the new plant arises from the leaves. Here the new plant arises from the leaves. If you see the edges of the leaves, it has birds. If you see the edges of the leaves, you will see birds. And when these leaves come in touch of the soil and they get the favorable condition for growth, then the new plants arises. Is it clear? By when the leaves fall on a moist ground and get enough nutrient, they start to grow. So you observe the leaf of this plant, you will find at the edges of these leaves has buds. And when these buds get enough nutrient, so you will observe that the new plants arises from these buds. Okay, thank you student.